So what do you think about the music culture in Nigeria?
Mm. There's a new tendency towards a mono genre. Where everybody's listening to the same sound, the same thing, same theme, the same beat, morning, afternoon, night. I don't think that's the best thing, because music is very important. Apart from any other thing, music shapes society too.
Of course.
Yeah, music shapes society. Most of the things we're using right now, even the electric light, even the locomotive, most of these things were invented within a space of 100 years during the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
Or in Europe. Everything that's happening in the world today, that we use today, came within a little period, 100-year period. And if you check carefully, that was the period of classical music.
Okay.
Beethoven, Mozart,
Yeah.
Schubert, Mendelssohn, all those kind of guys, Chopin,
Yeah.
So it occurred to me that there's a relation
Between music
between
and
the
technology.
music they were listening to at that time
Okay.
and the productivity in science, technology, philosophy in that period that is known today as the age of discovery.
Yeah.
So the Industrial Revolution, you know? So there's that relation. When you look at it like that, it occurs to you that the kind of music that's played lately, has not really had that effect on society.
Okay.
It's had a dissonant effect. So I believe that all societies should try and pay attention to music. It's what the music that children listen to,
Yeah.
the music they are brought up on. Yeah. If children are brought up on good music, because standard music obeys rules. There's some rules to music.
Okay.
No matter how radical I think the music is, there's some rules. You have rules of chords, you have rules of movement, progression, you have the scales that you run, you have the intervals, you have the arrangement. Music is quite disciplined, in a lot of ways. So it's amazing that people look at it like it's for undisciplined people. It's quite a disciplined discipline. Yeah. It's important that nations pay attention to music that gets into the ears of children because it's going to stay with them all the days of their lives.
Yes.
Yeah, and just like food, music is like food. If you eat bad food, you're gonna run your tummy.
Yes.
Yeah. If you see bad light, it's gonna spoil your vision. So music is like food. Eat good food,
Music
good
is
nutrition,
like soul food.
soul food. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's all I can say about it. I don't want to comment about the music in Nigeria. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Back then, when I asked about the biggest misconception people have about musicians, you mentioned some about people thinking some musicians are into drugs or rascal and the rest of them. But I want to know what you think is the biggest misconception people have about you, Odi, as a person or as a musician. What do you think is the biggest misconception people have about you?
Maybe that I'm crazy too. Yeah, because like I trained as a lawyer.
Okay.
Okay, and a very conservative profession. My father too was a lawyer, a judge, and everything.
Yeah.
And the natural thinking is that
you follow the
I follow that like 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, but not like that with me. I enjoyed law as a.
Did you practice?
Yeah, well, I did some. You know what happened? I never liked the wig and gown. That's just the thing. Yeah, that's another reason why they might think, oh, this guy is crazy. How can you take exception to such a thing? But that's exactly the point.
Yes.
I never liked the wig and gown.
Yeah.
Because it's an anomaly, a
Really?
complete anachronism.
Oh.
Yeah. The wig and gown of feudal medieval dressing has no business
In the law
being
profession.
perpetuated by Africans.
How do you mean?
Yeah, we have no business perpetuating feudal culture of Europe, of which we were victims. We were victims through slavery, we were victims through colonialism, we were victims to imperialism, you know. I'm not antagonistic to anyone. I'm not a racist or anything. As a matter of fact, I have a song they call World Unity that I'll upload soon. It's my hope that the world is actually a global village. But history is history. Feudalism in Europe was a very demonic period. The legal dress of today was the feudal dressing of medieval Europe, the ceremonial official dress code of medieval Europe. And listen, you know, where Americans are related to the British, actually they left England to go found America.
Yeah.
They are cousins, you know. But you don't find them wearing wigs in American court. You know why? Because in America they love to say that the love of liberty brought us here. They left feudal England in search of freedom. So anything that's an anachronism to freedom was jettisoned. And that included the wig, for example. Included calling people my lord.
Okay.
The Americans don't have no laws. Nobody's lording it over anyone.
Yeah.
At least not officially, you know? So they came up with something that's okay. Why not say your honor, which is still respectful enough.
Yeah.
Let's say my lord, you know, which has some connotations of humiliation. If the first cousins of the British were wise enough and philosophical enough to throw those things away, what's our business in Africa perpetuating that culture?
Because I think we were colonized by the British. So
America was also colonized by the British.
America got their freedom centuries or years before.
Yeah, but even that time, even at that period, they're jettisoning those things.
I think it should be a gradual process. So, in your own opinion, you think that in Nigeria, we are not supposed to, lawyers are not supposed to wear wigs and gowns?
Not at all.
Okay.
Lawyers in England are supposed to wear the wig and gown because
that is
they are perpetuating their ceremonial dress.
Okay.
They are completely justified in doing that.
But we have no
reason
to wear it.
Yes. In fact, the wig is blonde hair.
Yes.
You know, I don't know, black skin
and a
blonde
wig.
You know.
Okay, so is that actually one of the reasons why you left law profession?
Yeah, that's why I couldn't
continue.
Not continue. I do stuff legally in the offices, but
you didn't practice.
I don't. Yes, actually now going to court. I'm putting on that thing and making my lord and all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In the beginning, we